Teisha Bader with Shalom TV's news update for Wednesday, August the 20th, 2014. Over 100 rockets have been fired at Israel since Hamas broke a ceasefire with Israel yesterday, firing rockets into Beersheba. The ceasefire was a 24-hour extension of the previous 5-day truce that had expired midnight Monday night. It was set to expire midnight last night, but about 7 hours before that point, Hamas breached the truce and began firing rockets into Israel's southern region. Rockets were also fired at Tel Aviv and Jerusalem overnight, but most hard hit were the cities of Ashdod and Ashkelon, as well as Beersheba and communities along Israel's border with Gaza. Israel's Air Force has hit back at terror targets in Gaza and reportedly also struck the home of Hamas's military chief, Mohammed Deif, in a targeted attack against the Hamas leader. Deif's wife and child were reportedly killed in the attack. It is not clear at this time whether Deif himself was hurt or killed. Hamas claims he is still alive and called for revenge. Meanwhile, Israel's Security Cabinet was meeting today to discuss Israel's response to the renewed onslaught of rockets from Gaza. Manhattan Borough President Gale Brewer arrived in Israel yesterday to show her solidarity and that of her constituents with the country. Brewer, who is not Jewish, said she came to be supportive of the Israeli people and of COJO, the Council of Orthodox Jewish Organizations, who coordinated her trip together with public diplomacy project The Face of Israel. Brewer met with Jerusalem Mayor Nir Barkat, where she noted the September 11th terror attacks and the economic impact they had on New York City. She said after 9/11 there was little tourism, but we wanted people to see that we are not victims, that we are strong New Yorkers and we're going to bounce back and achieve economic vitality. Adding that Mayor Barkat said today that he's doing everything possible to return the city to normal, and I'm here to help. Also in Israel this week, a solidarity mission from the conservative movement with leaders from the United Synagogue of Conservative Judaism, including CEO Rabbi Steve Wernick, together with leaders from the Rabbinical Assembly and the Masorti Foundation, making up the delegation that are meeting this week with rabbis and community leaders in the South, as well as government and IDF leaders, academics, and with the mother of kidnapped and murdered Israeli teen Naftali Frankel, Rachel Frankel. A judge in Australia has ruled against a pro-Palestinian protest that was set to take place at the opening night of the Israeli Film Festival in Sydney tomorrow. As we reported to you on Monday, New South Wales police had made a bid to block the protest, and today Judge Peter Hidden ruled in favor of that request, saying the rally would disrupt traffic and present safety risks to the public as well as to the protesters themselves. The Palestine Action Group, who organized the protest, said they would not be silenced. One of the group's members, Damian Ridgewell, said cultural events like the Israeli Film Festival are designed to whitewash Israel's genocide against the Palestinians. Founder of the Australia-Israel Cultural Exchange, who organized the festival, Albert Dadon, responded saying that Ridgewell was trying to delegitimize and demonize the state of Israel, and that the film festival, which includes films by Israeli Jews and Arabs, promotes peace. And Switzerland saw its first anti-Israel protest this week. Several anti-Israel protesters demonstrated outside Geneva's main synagogue, Beit Yaakov. Swiss watchdog group Intercommunity Coordination Against Anti-Semitism and Defamation, or CICAD, said this was the first public display of hostility in Switzerland toward Israel since the conflict with Gaza began last month, and urged local politicians and leaders to take action to protect the Jewish community there. Meanwhile, German Chancellor Angela Merkel and World Jewish Congress President Ronald Lauder will address a rally in Berlin next month against growing anti-Semitism in Germany. The September 14th rally is organized by the Central Council of Jews in Germany. The motto of the rally is "Stand Up, Never Again Hatred of Jews." President of the Central Council and a Vice President of the WJC, Dieter Grauman, said the Jewish community in Germany would continue to strive for a, quote, confident Jewish life there. He said, "For this reason, we want to show on 14th of September, we are here, we will stay, and we will fight all attacks vigorously together with our friends in German society." A panel of experts in Germany has deemed another painting from the collection of the late Cornelius Gurlitt to have been stolen by the Nazis, and that it should be returned to heirs of its original Jewish owner. Two Riders on the Beach by Max Lieberman marks the second piece of the hundreds of pieces of art found in Gurlitt's apartment to be confirmed as Nazi looted. Gurlitt was the son of Hildebrand Gurlitt, known as art dealer to Hitler. The younger Gurlitt died this past May, before which he signed an agreement with the German government that any paintings determined by experts to have been improperly taken from their original owners would be returned. And turning now to our Shalom TV programming for tonight, Wednesday, August the 20th. Coming up at 9 o'clock, Mark Golub is joined on L'chaim by non-Jewish founder and director of the Jewish Culture Festival in Krakow, Poland, Janusz Makuch, where he talks about his connection to the Jewish heritage. That's here on Shalom TV and shalomtv.com. And that's Shalom TV's news update for Wednesday, August the 20th, 2014. I'm Teisha Bader.